Hey guys, Torin here. So I originally wasn't planning on making this video because I believe that videos like these are like for celebrities or influencers or just people that want attention. But I decided to because I know there's still a decent amount of you that ask me questions and follow my channel and still support the channel, and I really appreciate that. People like you guys are the reason why I've played this game for so long and have used this channel for so long, and will probably continue to use this channel. But as of right now, probably not for World of Warcraft, at least for TBC related things. There's a lot of reasons why I've come to the decision to pretty much quit World of Warcraft as a whole and just step away from the game until further notice. But it's not really one thing, it's a lot of things put together. Mainly a combination of the state of the game and things going on in my real life. So I'll talk about that a little bit. As far as my real life goes, pretty much since Classic came out, I haven't really been doing much. I pretty much just go to work, come home, play WoW, and then maybe I'll do like a class, maybe two a semester. My college journey has been really slowed down since Classic came out. My freshman year of college was really busy, but then my sophomore year, which is when Classic came out, I really started to take less classes and focus less on school and kind of step away from getting my degree and everything. And now I'm in a place now in my life where I'm comfortable with picking up the pace again, and I'm actually going to be transferring colleges to another school out of state and living on campus there and focusing really hard on my studies and trying to get this degree out of the way. And that, combined with the just overall state of World of Warcraft in general, has pretty much led me to the decision to say that I kind of want to just quit the game. So that's what's been going on in my real life. As far as things in game, pretty much since the end of the first month of TBC, like the first launch month, like month one, I've been really discouraged and demotivated to play the game, at least seriously. And I'm an MMO player. I've played MMOs for like as long as I can remember, pretty much since I was allowed on the internet. And I've played a lot of MMOs. I feel like I've played almost every MMO. And in any game I touch, I really want to be the best I can at it and strive to do very well and be a very competitive and serious player in them. I don't like to half-ass MMOs. And given that that's my mindset towards MMOs and that's how I like to enjoy them, and that's how I get the most fun out of them, I just can't really see myself doing that in TBC anymore, or in just Classic WoW in general. I really don't like the direction the server, or not so much my server, but just the Burning Crusade realms in general have gone. The community feels like way more distant than it used to in vanilla. And there's just a lack of content. I mean, I know T5 is coming. I personally don't like SSC. TK is really fun. I like the Kael'thas fight. That's a really fun fight. But for PvP, the content is just really lame. I mean, the world PvP it was pretty lit for about the first month, but then after that, it was pretty dead. I mean, once people got their prebis and stopped farming dungeons and people got all their honor gear, it's been really dead ever since. And for me personally, as a PvPer primarily in MMOs, World PvP is one of, if not the biggest attraction to a game for me personally. I love World PvP. Part of the reason why I love Vanilla WoW so much is because it has some of the best World PvP of any MMO ever, in my opinion. And with that really dying down, I just felt like there's a huge lack of PvP content. I mean, I could play BGs forever, but BGs aren't really the same without, all the crazy engineering gadgets and items and things that you can abuse in vanilla WoW. And it's not the same. The BG meta after vanilla, in my opinion, really goes downhill, and it's not the same. It's not the same without NG and all those cool items like Vaps and Laps and Lips and Spider Belt and Rocket Boots and Rocket Helms and Skull of Impending Doom and everything and all that. It's not the same. And Arena's fun. I love Arena. Don't get me wrong, but Arena's so boring right now, and I don't know how much better it can really get, because I've played TBC before. I know what the meta for TBC Arena looks like, and I knew this coming into the expansion. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't think this was going to happen, but playing a Ret Paladin and TBC Arena just isn't really that fun. I mean, it's fun. I love Ret. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ret is like by far my favorite class in all of World of Warcraft, but and I've always been a Ret Paladin. But honestly, the biggest downside to playing Ret has just been that it's hard to like get games in with people, you know? I mean, I have a team for threes. We play Arms Warrior, Ret Paladin, Resto Shaman. It's a really fun comp. We like one-shot people sometimes with Inferior Totem if we get lucky. It's pretty cool melee cleave. But there's a lot of people that I just wish I could play with that just I can't because of the arena meta. And I understand that. Like I said, I knew that coming into this expansion, but it's just really kind of lame because I PvP'd and like I did BGs because nobody cared about the comp as much. Unless we were doing super sweaty games. And then World PvP, literally nobody cares. And I just had so many friends that I would PvP with and whatnot in vanilla and duel especially. Oh, I miss dueling so much, man. Vanilla dueling is it's fantastic. Probably the best duel meta in World of Warcraft, in my opinion. It's just really gone downhill, in my opinion, and I don't really have anyone to play with anymore. I mean, I have obviously my team, but there's a lot of people that I used to play with that I either can't play with because of composition issues or, you know, whatever, or they just don't want to play with me because of composition issues, or just it's just really disheartening, you know, wanting to be, you know, I miss going into Discord with the boys and they're like, oh man, like let's go gank people in forward, let's go gank Songflower, let's go grief people here, and let's go gank people in, you know, Plaguelands or whatever, or BRM. And now it's just like, hey, we're getting our games in, and I'm like, oh, can I play? And they're like, yeah, we don't really want to play with the Ret Paladin. Or people will be like, hey man, let's play. And I'm like, yeah, but Ret Paladin kind of sucks with your class, and it's a really, I mean, I've dug that grave for myself, and I kind of knew that. I guess I pretended it wasn't going to affect anything at the time, but deep down I knew it was true and it was going to happen. And that's really kind of just turned me off from the game, because I have so many friends, and I made so many friends throughout my classic journey, and it just sucks not really being able to play with any of them and enjoy PvP like I used to. As far as PvE goes, the first month was really fun, you know, leveling super sweaty, like super tryhard leveling, and then getting our Prebus and farming gold and farming moats and being one of the first guilds in the server to clear content and being such a dominant guild and cozy right off the bat was really fun, and I really loved that launch experience. But after that really died down, things kind of got lame. Gruels and Mags makes me want to rip my hair out. Karazhan is fun. I love Karazhan. It's one of my favorite raids in all of World of Warcraft. I think the only raid I like more than Karazhan is, let's see, probably Nax 40 and BWL. I really love BWL and Nax 40. Yeah, that's all I can think of for now. And you know, just raiding has really never been, like, I've never been a super tryhard PvEer. Like, I've always wanted to be competitive, but never like the best of the best. And I don't know, the PvE right now is just really lame. Like I said, I know T5 is coming, but T5 is kind of whatever to me. I'm in a guild now, Ultimatum, which is made up of a bunch of members from Cozy, and Cozy kind of splitting apart was kind of disappointing to me. I understand why it split apart, and it was probably for the best, but at the same time, that kind of hurt my morale a little bit. And I love, like I said, I love Ultimatum. It's full of people that have always supported me and been kind to me, and I can't thank them enough for that, for welcoming me into their community after I left KTOS and like early AQ. Such a great community of people, and I really appreciate them all for their support. But I don't know, it's just really kind of killed my morale with the game, and I just don't really see myself being super competitive and super tryhard in this game like I want to be in all MMOs that I play, given the current state of the game and my relationship with the game right now. And it's kind of that all has kind of led me to this decision to pretty much quit the game. And honestly, funnily enough, like, it got so bad in TBC that I even started playing retail again, which is just to show like how like down bad and just disheartened I am with the game in general. Like, to play retail Shadowlands, which, by the way, playing Shadowlands for a couple weeks reminded me why I started playing old school WoW in the first place. Shadowlands might be the worst expansion of World of Warcraft, at least from a PvP perspective. It's so unbelievably bad. This is my Tauren Paladin, Taurain, right here. He's a cool guy. But it's so unbelievably bad right now, I just can't bring myself to take it seriously. I play for fun with friends sometimes on Arena and whatnot, but it's just such a joke. I just can't take this game seriously. I really don't encourage anybody to get into Shadowlands. It's really bad. And honestly, like, if I'm going to be 100% real, I really miss Vanilla. I mean, Vanilla WoW is one of my favorite MMOs of all time. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's one of the greatest MMOs ever made. And I know a lot of people will just troll me and call me a classic Andy, but you know what? I'm proud to be a classic Andy, because I'd rather play classic all the time than just play games that I have no motivation and love for. And I really miss classic. I miss the community. I miss the world PvP. I miss, the BG meta. I miss the dueling. I miss everything, honestly. Like, it was such a fun experience. And I pretty much did everything I wanted to do in classic, and I'd love to get a fresh start on that. I think the only way I would ever come back to World of Warcraft seriously is if Blizzard announced fresh vanilla servers, and then and if they made a couple changes, I would most likely play those pretty hard and try to be very competitive in those. Again, because like I said, Vanilla WoW is just such a fun game. I love it, man. Such a great game. But honestly, like, I achieved everything I wanted to achieve in Classic. I mean, I cleared all the content as Ret. I got a Sulfurous. I had a lot of fun, made a lot of great friends, won some PvP tournaments, competed and placed well in even more tournaments. I gained the respect of my peers, and not just on my server, but across the Paladin community and across just the WoW community in general. I've met people that have told me that I was the reason they re-rolled a Paladin, or they made a Paladin alt or something, and hearing things like that for me is just like, makes me so happy to like play the game and just learn and improve when I hear people say that. But I just haven't had that same drive in the Burning Crusade to just learn and improve, become the best version of myself that I can be in the world of Azeroth on my Paladin here. But yeah, I mean, I got Grand Marshal, made a bunch of cool PvP montages, which could have been better, but hey, they were fun, and that's all that matters. And I had a blast vanilla. I honestly lived the vanilla dream. I think the only thing I could have done more was Scarab Lord, but I had no interest in Scarab Lord to begin with, so I don't really count that as like something I missed out on. I pretty much beat the game, I feel like, and I'd love to play it again and beat it again. Such a fun and fantastic, great game. But so now the question is, where do we go from here? And honestly, I don't really know. Like I said, I think I would play World of Warcraft seriously again if they gave us fresh vanilla servers. I think they will do that eventually one day. I think after Wrath of the Lich King Classic, they might roll out fresh vanilla servers. And if they do, and if the changes are good, then I will most likely play those very seriously again. But that won't be for a couple of years, and hopefully I'll have my life in order by then, outside of WoW. I do plan on trying to be competitive in New World, though. I played the beta pretty hard, and it's a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a game I can see myself being very decent at and being very competitive in, while also not having to commit as much time to it as I did World of Warcraft, and maintaining that balance between the game and my social life and school life outside the game. So I'm actually gonna upload some clips and make some videos about New World, just for fun, just casually. So if you haven't heard of that game, check it out. New World by Amazon. Fantastic game, coming out on September 28th. And if you have heard of it, hit me up, bro. We should play. Like, I'd love to play with more people on launch. It'd be freaking awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna make some New World videos just for fun, for shits and giggles. I don't know. I mean, I want to go hard-ish in it, but not hard enough to where it would disrupt my, like I said, my life outside the game. Like I said earlier, at the end of the day, I'm an MMO player, and there's so many great MMOs out there to play, in my opinion. You know, Final Fantasy XIV, Star Wars: The Old Republic, New World. Like, there's all these great. Sword of Legends Online is a really, really fun game that came out not too long ago. I'd encourage you guys to check that out. Really good arena. It's like Final Fantasy, but with bad PvE and good PvP. So like the inverse of Final Fantasy, which has good PvE, but not the best PvP. But check out that game, Sword of Legends Online. It's really fun. But yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm an MMO player, and I just want to play really good MMOs and meet new people and make friends and be the best I can be. And I just don't see myself growing in that regard in World of Warcraft anymore. Yeah, so I want to give a big shout out to everybody I've met along the way, my journey in this game. The entire Whitemane community has been like a virtual family for me. Like, I know there's people on this server that don't like me, but there's more people on the server that do like me, and I like all of you guys, and I appreciate it so much. All the love and support you guys have given me over the years, the Whitemane community, not just in my guild Ultimatum / Cozy, but and everyone I've met, whether you're Alliance or Horde, whether you're in Cozy or Lion's Share or, you know, Virility or John Deere or even KTLOS. All you guys that I've met along the way have been a huge blessing in my life, and I can't thank you more for all the support and fun that you've given me. Fightmane might be one of the most bottom of the barrel cesspools I've experienced on the internet. Like, it makes 4chan look wholesome, but I have had some good times in Fightmane, and for all you Fightmaners, I'm really gonna miss you guys, and you guys are pretty funny, even if you do troll me a lot of the time. You guys, and I'll always be around. Anybody can contact me whenever. It's not like I'm disappearing. I'm just not playing World of Warcraft anymore, at least seriously. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great day, and it's been one hell of a journey out here in Plaguelands, my favorite zone of World of Warcraft, as a Paladin, where I started my journey. I made my first video in WPL on Lightbringer, and hope you all have a great day and stay strong, and Deus Vult.